and welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm gonna get ready, chat a little bit with you guys and tell a little bit more about myself. I hope you enjoy watching it. All the products will be linked down below in the description box, so if you're looking for a certain product you can find them there, and I hope you enjoy watching this video. So yeah, let's get into it. So first off, I'm gonna start with this super Aqua Serum BB cream from Guerlain. I really like to use this as a foundation when it's a little bit warmer, and I really like the color, and I'm gonna use this on the Real Techniques buffing brush. So what I do, I just put a little bit on the brush and then dab that on my skin and just start buffing it in. And where shall I start? Well, my name is Fieke, as you might have already been able to tell from the name of this channel. And I like everything that has to do with beauty, lifestyle, etc. and traveling, of course. I thought it was fun to start this channel, as it is something I kind of have been wanting to do for a very long time. And I just thought it was time to finally get it off the ground and do not care what other people might have to say about it. Yeah, I just graduated university. I graduated, I think it's already 4 weeks ago. First I did my undergraduate in International Business and Management. And then I did an MBA, so 1-year program in business administration. And so I basically studied for 4.5 years straight. After high school I started something, didn't really like it, and then I stopped and started at an American university. So basically I lost half a year there, but I made up for that in my undergraduate, as I did everything a little bit quicker than normal. So I was able to graduate a little bit more than a semester, 2 semesters early, so a summer and a fall semester, which was really nice, and it gave me a really long break. But I knew I was going back to school afterwards because I wanted to pursue a master's degree. Now I graduated my master's degree, so that is very exciting, but it also puts a lot of pressure on you, as people always ask me, what are you gonna do? Do you already know what field you want to go in? Because I did business, it's not that you, like, if you study to be a dentist, you will become a dentist. And if you study business, that's not always as clear, as you can go in many different directions. And which is nice, which is the nicest thing about it, really. But that also means that you have to figure out what you want to do with it, with the masters and your bachelor's. I'm just going to apply a little bit of concealer. This is the collection Perfection Concealer. Yeah, so now basically I've been trying to figure out what I want to do, as it is not as easy as people think. There are so many options. Literally, there are so many options. To do my concealer, I'm gonna use this Sigma Tapered Kabuki F86 brush. So yeah, that's what I've been doing the past 4 weeks. Well, I also took just 2 weeks completely off, as at some point you need to stop and just take a break for yourself. And that was really nice and really helpful. Yeah, so in that time I also realized that this is something I really want to do. It's just for fun. I just like makeup, I like playing with it. My friends always say, oh, you're so efficient in so many ways. You have so many tips and tricks and things that you do that I didn't know were possible or existed. And I thought the best way to share these kinds of things is through video, as I am dyslexic and not that great in writing stuff. So I'm always looking and searching for the quickest way to do stuff, the more efficient I can do stuff. I'm gonna use the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder with this Real Techniques multitask brush. That is just something that I really enjoy doing, and now I have the time for it, and I'm not as busy as I was before, because first my time would go into studying and writing papers, presenting, etc. into university, and I didn't really have time to do something else because I did a very intense program, which is fine, but now it's time to see what I want to do, and I also want to use this channel to figure out what I want to do. That is the story that brought me here, basically. Moving on, I'm going to use this Charlotte Tilbury bronze, Filmstar bronze and glow palette. I'm going to use the darker side to bronze up my skin. And basically we will see where this goes, and if I like it, I will continue, and if I don't, then I don't. So I think a lot of my friends will say, oh, finally, you're finally doing this. Which, you know, sometimes you need to take your time in order to figure out what you want to do. Next, I will be applying this beautiful blush by Guerlain, and this is in the color Rose number 3 Peach Party, and just a really pretty peach color with this Sephora Pro Angled Brush number 49. So yeah, this is, if you want to know how you can be more efficient, then subscribe to this channel. Or if you just like to see other things about traveling. I was also thinking maybe I can do some videos on how to be productive in university, as that is one of my main skills and things I'm good at. Over the years, I developed so many tips and tricks that can just increase your productivity and make it a little bit more fun, because I always try to make things that I don't like a little bit more accessible. Then I will be using this highlighter from the Balm, the Mary Luminizer, on the high points of my cheeks. It's just very beautiful color, very light, and also a little bit on my cubus bow. And that is my face already done. And I'm going to do my brows really quickly, just run through some brow gel. This is the Maybelline Browdrama in dark brown. I just want to keep it very simple. I have no idea how this will look on camera though. I am just doing what I usually do. Maybe it will look super crazy, I don't know, but this is how I do it, and that's it, you know? Like, I'm not gonna make it any more pretty just because I'm sitting in front of a camera. For my eyes, I'm just gonna take a fluffy brush. I think it's the MAC 219, but it totally rubbed off because I had these for years. And just use the bronzy shade from the palette and just run that through my crease and on a little bit on my eyelid. Give it a little bit more definition, as I have pretty hooded eyes, which is not always super nice, but you gotta do with what you have. Oopsie daisy. And then with the same brush, I'm just gonna take a little bit of the highlighter and dab that in and put that on the eyelids. I love using products for multiple things and just trying to find ways to use one product in many different ways. This is also super handy when you're traveling, that you don't have to take 10 eyeshadow palettes or have to take a bunch of products. I also like to travel with just hand luggage, so that means you also really have to narrow everything down, and you're not able to take a lot of stuff basically. So yeah, when that's done, I think we're gonna move on to the last step, which is mascara and eyelash curler. I will curl my lashes first. I think eyelash curlers is such one of the best tools there is. Then I will be using this mascara, which is the Maybelline Lash Sensational in in I think this is the black, super black version. And then I'll just put mascara on. And if you get stuff on your eyelids, that's totally fine, as we will be able to take that off. Now, when I do one coat of that, then I usually take a waterproof mascara and do another coat, because my lashes always touch my brow bone, which means that it's always transferring, really. It always happens, especially when it's a little bit warmer. So that's why I always coat it off with a waterproof mascara. This one is from Lancome and it's the Hypnose waterproof. Then I'm just gonna take my fluffy brush, which I used for the eyeshadow, and just get that excess mascara blended. And if I don't get it, I'll just take a little bit more bronzer and blend it on top. You always want to wait until your mascara is dry, otherwise it will go messy. And if I feel like I put too much brown, then we'll just take a little bit more of the highlighter and put that on the eyelid. For the lips, because I got a lot of foundation on my lips, which I don't like, I'm just gonna use a little bit of Vaseline. And this will get all the foundation off your lips. And then I just take a clean finger and take the excess off, and then you have nice moisturized lips. If you want to put a little bit of color on, what I like to do, if I don't have a lip color by hand here, I always have them in my purse. Just take a little bit of the blush on a clean dry finger and just pat that on the Vaseline, and that will leave a nice light color. And that is the end of this Get Ready With Me. I hope you enjoy watching it. If you have any questions or comments, or you'd like me to do a certain video, let me know in the comment section below, and I will see what I can do to help you and maybe do a video about it. So yeah, I hope to see you in my next video. That's it, basically. Bye.